Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a gradient brush. We're going to start out, we're going to turn on the drawing guide. It's already set to grid. We're going to make our layer 1 drawing assist. And we're going to choose a color of black. Right now it's at white. We just simply put it all the way down here. And we're going to go over to values. I am using the hard brush in the airbrushing, and I have it set for 50%, or I'm sorry, 25%. And we simply draw a line across. And then in the black value here, we're going to set this to 20. And we're going to draw the next line. Right. That doesn't look like 20. That's 100. There's 20. And then we go to 40. And then we go to 60. And then we go to 80. And finally we go to 100%. Our next task is we need to blur this. We're going to do a Gaussian blur for the layer. And you don't want to go so high that you lose all your black. So we're going to go to 75. That's good. And now we're going to copy the canvas. And we're going to start a new brush. Stroke path spacing is going to be max. Everything else stays the same. Taper, I do not change anything in here. Shape is where we want to put our picture. So we'll do edit, import, and paste. And then done. Grain, we want it to be just this blank grain here. That's good. We go to rendering. Oh, yeah. I also don't change anything in here. Movement is stamp. So that's all the way down here. Scale is 50%. Zoom is turned off. Depth is at max. Let's see, 0, 0, and no filtering. There we go. And let's go to rendering. For a stamp brush, I like to use the intense glaze. Play around with the others, see what you think. Flow is at max. You know, wet edges is none, burn edges none, multiply normal, and off. Under wet mix, pull should be at 50%. Charge is disabled, and everything else is just default. Color dynamics is just default because I don't change anything there. Dynamics, I don't change anything in that. Apple Pencil is just the default stuff. Under Properties, I turn on Use Stamp Preview, Orient to Screen. Preview can be 20, 30, 40%. Smudge should be at 50. Brush behavior, minimum size, let's make it 400. Or maximum size rather. Minimum size, we want it to be at 1%. Maximum opacity is max. Minimum opacity, we're going to say 22. Then we go into About This brush. And sign your name. And we're going to call this G-R-A-D. G-R-A-D-I-E-N-T. Gradient. Done. And you're probably wondering, what good is this brush? Well, let's set this back to black. Go out to my gallery and let's go ahead and choose Baby Sonic here. We're going to add a layer, and we're going to end up changing these settings. So I just tap them in the middle. Let's bring it all the way up, tap them in the middle, and we're going to fit the screen. And let's see what happens when we change this. That's multiply, darken, color burn, linear burn. Just go through and see which ones you like. And of course, if you're not seeing a whole lot of difference, you can always double your layer. So let's do that. We're going to duplicate that and merge it down. And let's go through them again. And you can see how it changes how your picture looks. And let's merge that down. See how color burn gives you those really sharp edges? So that's a good way to give it a cartoon-like look. You can play around with this instead of using black, use another color. Darken, multiply. And this is a good way to subtly alter your pictures. Give it sort of a gradient going on. And you can not only do a up-down gradient, can create a gradient like this, which can be used for a vignet. You can even invert it and do a reversed vignet. Although that's just a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. No. Delete that, delete that, delete that. I know what we can do. Fill that layer. There we go. That gives you the vignet and reverse vignet options simply by using the invert. And you do a squiggly line, gradients, a shape gradient, any sort of gradient you want. Play around with it and have fun. And y'all have a wonderful day.